Better Call Saul season 2, episode number 7, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to next week's episode of Better Call Saul. Last week, Tio, Hector, Salamanca, and Mike had another amazing scene at the end of the episode. Mike, he stood toe to toe with them, dude. You know what I mean? Two badass older gentlemen in the Breaking Bad universe who I never thought we would really see interact, because throughout Breaking Bad, obviously we know Mike worked with Gus, and Gus had his back and forth with Tio with Hector. I don't think we ever saw Mike and Tio interact directly in Breaking Bad, so it's awesome to see that in here, man, especially to see just kind of the respect that Tio has for him, almost like at the end of last episode. You know what I mean? Like, he was willing to give him the $50K, and he's like, I don't know how you survived this long talking like that, man. And it's kind of like he's got a sense of respect for him. Same thing in the first episode he was brought into, I think episode 5 at the end, right? When he's talking about Tuco and how he didn't have respect for his elders and stuff like that, which, I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, Tuco, because like at first he had respect for Mike. It seemed like a little bit like, I feel like if it was anybody else who hit his car, somebody who was younger, he would have just beat the shit out of him instantly. But, you know, the second Mike walked in, he was like, you hit my car out there, you know what I mean? He was kind of being nice about it, and we know Mike was pushing him on purpose, but like, it was only at the point where Mike kept on pushing him that he kind of went to that level and did what he did. And I still, at the end of the day, he shouldn't have done it, but it's like, seeing Tuco have that kind of respect for somebody is different, because, you know, throughout Breaking Bad, even the people he works with, we see he's willing to beat the shit out of them. You know what I mean? He tells them to shut up, like just the way he treats them in comparison to how he treated Mike and stuff. So I think he does have respect for his elders in a weird sense, you know, definitely more so than people we've seen him interact with that are younger, man. But regardless, the twins were brought in, which is fantastic to see that too. I'm kind of curious because Mike did get the money, so I wonder if we're going to see him say the gun was his and everything's going to go smooth and that's going to be that, or if we're going to see this storyline continue to develop more and more and more, because, I mean, I guess Tuco is still technically going to go away, but for only a shorter amount of time. I do want to see more Nacho's character in this as well. That shit's fantastic. Jimmy and Kim back on good terms, it seems like. It seems like Kim is going to quit, not Davis and Maine, HHM, and go to Schweiker and Coakley. At least it seems like she was going to go for an interview, and I don't know if she ever even went back to work after her lunch break last episode. It didn't seem like she did, so she might be done with HHM, man. I'm excited to see what we have in store for this episode. So guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. For reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode.
Jimmy, how's that sweeping going?
Going good, Pop.
Oh, this is a young Jimmy. Wow, back in his dad's shop.
Now I've convinced myself that Freddy's gonna have another seizure before I get back with the medicine. So, if you can help me, I would be so grateful.
Oh, this guy was running scams. This is probably what made Jimmy start running scams, huh?
I appreciate that, but if you could possibly just spare $5 instead, I'd rather grab a cab than take a chance with my old clunker.
And $5 was a lot more back then.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Psst. Dad, come here.
He knows he's scamming him.
This is the spot to come for an easy handout.
Grifter, where in the world did you learn that word?
Dad, his story's baloney. He probably doesn't even have a son. He's conning you.
Taking advantage of his kindness.
That is so generous.
Of course, and you know what? I'm gonna go back in the stock room. I'm gonna find those spark plugs. Maybe we'll get your car started for you, okay? Come on, Jimmy, just man the till, okay? And I'll just be back in a jiff, okay?
How much for a carton of Cools?
$4.
Yeah, give me a carton.
Money first.
Gonna use the same 10 bucks. Look at that, he got money.
Give me 2 cartons.
Trying to rub it in. Don't do it, Jimmy. Just take his money.
There are wolves and sheep in this world, kid. Wolves and sheep. Figure out which one you're gonna be.
His dad's a sheep. Jimmy, you should have just took the money and said, what money? Fuck that guy. Taking advantage of people's kindness. That's why it's so hard to give nowadays, because you never know who's being sincere and needs the help and who's trying to take advantage.
Did he leave? Or did we just leave? Sir!
Seeing his dad is a good person, just a genuinely good person, man. Wow, this is when he started to steal, huh? Yep. This is when he started to steal from him, man. Shit. Yeah, I mean, you see, he grew up around it, people coming in, running scams like that, taking advantage of people's kindness, and then hearing that conversation from that guy. But it's like, bro, why would you steal from your own dad? Your dad is providing for you, putting food on the table. You're only taking food out of your own plate.
Thank you for seeing us. We don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll get right to it. I regret to inform you that, with the benefit of hindsight, Mr. Ehrmantraut will be amending his original statement a tad.
A tad?
He's decided that he can no longer, in good conscience, claim that the gun found at the scene belonged to Tuco Salamanca.
So whose gun was it?
Who's to say? You know how many guns there are in Albuquerque? Somewhere between the number of rattlesnakes and grains of sand, so a lot.
Not claiming it as his.
Who knows? Maybe it fell from a passing bird's beak, and Mr. Salamanca caught it and tried to throw it away. I mean, the possibilities
Mike's
are
like, come on,
endless.
of all the things you could have said.
Hey,
We want to put this guy away for years. The gun makes all the difference, you know that. You're gonna let this person victimize you twice?
forget about the gun, all right?
Did he threaten you or pay you off?
Whoa! Okay, that's it. We're done.
Mike doing his thing, staying silent. He doesn't want to, but he knows he has to protect his granddaughter.
Didn't want to say it before because conflict of interest, yada yada, but yeah, he's nuts.
He knows, though. Mike knows.
I'm talking, he had me hog-tied in the desert with a gun to my head. Broke two guys' legs right in front of me. If I hadn't talked him down, he probably would have. I'll spare you the gory details. Hey, today, it's on me, no charge.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mike wasn't doing it for money or anything,
take the
because he's
next one.
scared for himself.
And bill me.
He's scared for his granddaughter. There's a difference, man. Saul is scared for himself and whatnot. And it's like he didn't want to do it. He wasn't going to do it. But when you start messing with his granddaughter, it's a thing.
When are you gonna get that offer letter?
I'm guessing next Thursday after my interview with the partners.
Damn.
Yeah, that's just a formality, right?
Basically. I hope. Jimmy, did you have something you needed?
No, just checking in. I'll see you later, okay?
If you play your cards right. Bye.
Doesn't want to tell her what he was just doing either, you know? He's learned to keep that stuff to himself.
Dearest Clifford. No, that's too much.
You quitting?
Dear Cliff. What do you think? Clifford or Cliff?
I don't, depends on what the letter is.
That's fine. Treat yourself.
Resignation?
I just didn't realize how unhappy you were here.
Not unhappy, per se. More like not happy.
Yep, unhappy.
It's so much to give up. I mean, the perks alone.
Yeah, the apartment is, yeah. And the car. For the most part, car is pretty sweet.
And the bonus?
Oh, the bonus is a done deal. They already cut me the check. I get to keep the bonus.
Not if you quit.
Oh.
Before
Damn.
a certain term, I think yours is a year, you have to pay the money back.
Wow. He's like, shit. That changes things. So let me read this contract.
That whole letter of resignation thing, that I didn't mean that. Not a word. I'm so incredibly stressed out. I'm stressed out.
I mean, it says scared. Let's go ahead and change direction.
Of an adjustment than I expected.
I wonder if Omar feels a similar way. I don't know. The way Omar acts, it seems like this is one of those places where you're like, what's wrong with management? What's wrong with this place? I mean, to be fair, nothing seems like it's wrong with, Davis and Maine. Like, it seems like a great place to work. It's just, it's not the type of work Jimmy wants to do, right? Like, the place seems extremely nice, extremely chill, extremely reasonable, great benefits and everything like that. But Jimmy, he's into this more, we'll call it dirty law. He's gonna add his own pizzazz, huh? Maybe he's gonna try and get himself fired? Because if he gets fired, he probably gets to keep it, no? Add some color into this place. Yep. Because, I mean, he's still in a suit.
Hi, Jimmy McGill.
Jimmy, this is Al Newman of Allied Funeral Homes.
He's adding his own pizzazz to it. That's what he was looking at, all the different colors and stuff, huh?
How do you do it?
Hey, Doug, got a juicer for the office.
Jimmy, it's very loud.
He's trying to get
We
fired.
have clients out there.
Sure you can. Dude, coming right up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So I'm spreading it around. Did I get you? Now I got you with this.
Christ's sake, Jimmy.
He's trying to get himself fired in the most respectable kind of way, right? The montage, though, it's dope. Man, I do miss the Breaking Bad montages, man. The cooking ones, there's something special about them.
Wants his floors clean, limpia, comprende?
Dude, I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
So you don't understand a word I've been saying. What? Good night.
Said, dude, I'm from Michigan.
Someone is not flushing.
Oh,
Once is an accident,
Jimmy.
maybe even twice. 3 times, that's a pattern.
And we're not talking about a number one.
Yes, thank you, Aaron. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone, nor to even want to know who did it, but...
Cliff, it was me.
Jimmy, I just said I didn't want to know.
We need the water. I read somewhere the Santa Fe watershed is down 2 full inches this year.
Dude, Jimmy has no, like... He does not get embarrassed for anything, man. Nothing embarrasses this dude. Pawn. What are we doing at the pawn shop? Oh, dude, is he going to get something to start playing in the office? Because, I mean, Cliff, he played guitar, right? He's going to play something obnoxiously loud. Oh, my God.
What is that?
He wants to get fired. Look at Erin. She's pissed. She's so fed up. Are those bagpipes?
Oh, you can hear this through the door? I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
What do you think you're doing?
I took your advice. I'm blowing off steam.
Blowing off steam.
Yeah, like you and your guitar, you know?
You win.
What do I win?
You're fired.
What? Cliff, if this is about the bag...
It's not about the bagpipes. Well, of course it's the bagpipes. It's the bagpipes and it's the not flushing and this optical migraine you call a business suit. It's about you keeping your bonus. That's what this is about.
Yep, he
Been
knows.
brushing up in your contract law, haven't you? You want out of here, clearly, but you can't just up and quit and expect to keep your bonus. And if I fire you for cause, like I should have done for the TV commercial, again, no bonus. However, if I fire you not for cause, but for being an all-around jackass, yeah, hooray for you. I could fight you on this, but you're not worth my time. Rather just have you gone.
Yeah, that bonus ain't shit to them, I bet.
How exactly did I mistreat you? What did I do to deserve this kind of behavior? We gave you opportunities, encouraged you to excel. We got you a car, an apartment, hell, that Coco Bolo desk. Do you see a desk like that in here? You never gave this a chance. Why?
It's just not for him.
I'm just a square peg.
If you knew that, why did you take the job?
Kim.
I'm sorry.
It's tough, man. You know what I mean? Square peg, round hole. That's the thing, dude. You know? It's like this is why you don't do something for other people, man. He took this job for Kim and he was unhappy. You do stuff for yourself, man.
Actually, can we talk in the conference room?
Why?
It's just more appropriate. No one's gonna need it till 4. I checked. Schweikert and Coakley will pay your debt to HHM and make you a partner in 2 years, correct?
Apparently.
Would you entertain a better offer?
From whom? HHM?
Them two again.
Me.
That's what he was designing.
I'll make you partner
Wexler and
tomorrow.
McGill.
Consider
That's
that
what he was writing.
Proof of concept. Wexler, McGill, partners at law. You and me, together.
What about clients?
Mesa Verde just signed with you, didn't they?
It'll be a hard sell to take them with me.
So then there will be another Mesa Verde. That was all you, Kim. You
Yep.
did it once, you can do it again.
You keep talking about me and Schweikart. What about you and Davis and Maine?
It's over. I quit today.
He was fired.
Technically, I got fired.
What happened?
It was mutual and a long time coming.
If we're gonna be law partners, I need to know one thing. What kind of lawyer are you gonna be? I don't mean what kind of law are you gonna practice. I mean, are you gonna play it straight? Or are you gonna be colorful?
Colorful.
I'm gonna play it straight, right down the line.
That was convincing.
There's no point in me doing this if I can't be myself. Every time I try to do things someone else's way, it blows up in my face. That's what happened at Davis and Maine. I've been trying to be the person someone else wants me to be for, I don't know how long.
Chuck.
First it was Chuck,
than you.
And it was you, and that's not your fault. That was my choice. But if we're gonna do this, I gotta go into it as me.
She doesn't want her name attached to that.
Why do you need me for this?
I don't need you. I want you.
He chooses her.
You've got me. Just not as a law partner.
Respectable. That's an adult relationship, man. It's tough, but it's honest. Honesty is important. She's risking her career. She doesn't want to be attached to dirty law.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. But
But what?
It's a lot of money. I know, I'm like a broken record, but it is.
You don't worry about that. We'll make it happen, whatever the cost.
Mike.
Hey, I'm serious. Not another thought. If you want it, it's yours.
It's a nice place, man. I get it. I know I've been back and forth on, you know, is she using Mike? Is she being serious? Is she using Mike? I guess it's just a little bit of PTSD about what happened with her husband and stuff. And Mike being so assuring that he'll take care of the money thing and everything like that. He wants to help his granddaughter and his daughter-in-law.
Thank you, Pop. For everything.
First time she called him that instead of Mike. I know Mike wants to do it too. He wants to take care of his daughter-in-law, help his, you know, granddaughter out and everything. It's like it's his late son's wife, you know. But it's just like the way things went down at first made me feel like she was using him a little bit, but maybe it is just some trauma, which is why she thought there was gunshots that night, you know. Could be just having nightmares and stuff. Jimmy got his old car back? Guess so, huh? Bringing all his shit back here too.
What do you think?
Yeah. It's, yeah.
He's like, you gave all that up for this? But it's like, he's happier here, and that's what matters. Happiness, not money.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, no.
This is over and above.
Really?
How about a drink? I know I could use one. Come on, I'm buying.
No, I'm good. Long drive.
Cucumber water for the road?
I'm totally set. Thank you. Gotta get home to my kids.
Oh, he has kids?
How about you? What are you gonna do now?
Onward and upward.
Omar seems like a stand-up guy. Shout out Omar, man. I mean, but at least he can really be himself now, right? You know what I mean? He can fully, wholeheartedly do what he wants to do. Chuck isn't holding him back anymore from what he wants. You know, he gave up letting Kim choose his direction, which she didn't pressure him or anything like that, but he let that thought pressure him, which we all do at times, even if, you know, the person isn't doing it. So hopefully he'll find some success now.
You've reached the law offices of Jimmy McGill. Please leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
That's all you need, man. I bet it's like a weight lifted off his shoulder, too, when he's not trying to be somebody else anymore, right? Oh, shit. This is the place where he met Hector, right? I mean, he probably still he's probably scared, you know, doesn't think that his family's still safe, even though he took the deal.
Hinky what?
Hinky Dinky. It was our supermarket. I just wanted something else.
What did you want?
More. Good answer.
We liked you when you came in here. We like you more now.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and I will speak to you soon. It was great to meet you, Lynn.
You too.
Perry.
Pleasure, Kim.
Howard.
It's Rich.
Howard.
Yep. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No. I'm happy to be confused with Howard. He's a damn good-looking man. Don't worry about it.
Awkward little ending there, but it happens. He's been her boss for a long time. I hope this isn't some game he's playing. He's going to tell Howard, like, hey, Kim was here, and then Kim gets fired. You know what I mean? I hope it's not that. I hope he is really being sincere. This would be her new smoking spot, new view, as opposed to the parking garage at HHM, right? Fresh air and everything. Nice little view. I keep feeling like she's going to turn around and see Howard or something. You know what I mean? Maybe she's thinking about starting her own firm just with herself.
You were right. It's time for me to be my own boss. Solo practice.
On her own without him.
What, you don't think it's a good idea now?
I'm surprised is all. Hey, I said all along, you're too good for those clowns. I mean, this is, shit. Yeah. Wow. It's great.
Good. To that end, I have a pitch for you. Not Wexler McGill, but Wexler and McGill. We find an office, share the housekeeping cost, the rent, electricity, everything. But I am Kim Wexler, attorney at law, and you are Jimmy McGill, attorney at law. Both free to practice as we see fit.
Share the same space, though. Just different firms.
Not partners, solo practitioners. Together.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
I love the camera shots, man. That's the end. Wow, that was such a quick episode. I love the camera shots, man. You know, the two pieces in his hand, and he's like, love it. Better Call Saul season 2 episode 7 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Great episode, man. I absolutely loved it. I get where she's coming from, because it's like, at the end of the day, she doesn't want her name tied to this, you know, I'm gonna keep calling it dirty law. And she doesn't want her name tied to that, but that's what Jimmy wants to do with his life. And this is such a good example of, like, just because you guys have different ideas and stuff doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship still necessarily, as long as you keep those business ideas and whatnot separate, right? Like, you can still coexist together. And I don't know how it would go if they do end up, you know, choosing to practice law under the same roof, but just as two different firms. It would be a, you know, smart idea, because it would help them, you know, break up the cost of everything, of, you know, paying rent on an office supplies and all the things like that. But it also depends on what kind of law I feel like they practice, because if they're both practicing the same type of law, like if they both do elder law, they're probably going to get into it, you know, hey, you're taking my business, I'm taking your bit, vice versa. But if they're doing two separate kind of laws, like if Kim focuses on whatever she chooses to focus on, like what they're doing at HHM for the most part, and Jimmy, you know, goes back to just doing elder law or whatever, I feel like it could work, man. But I love seeing the conversations, because that's how you need to handle shit as an adult, man. Like, he had an idea, and obviously he pitched this to her before when he was going to get the office in season 1. She turned it down. He tried to pitch it again, logo design and everything this time. And, you know, at first he was lying. He was like, I'm gonna be good, I'm gonna be straight. Nah, I can't say that, right? Because he keeps trying to be somebody he's not. And don't get me wrong, it's wrong to break the law. It's wrong to, you know, bend the law and stuff like that, like Jimmy does. But at the end of the day, it's who he is, man. And that's part of the reason I love this show, because he's slowly finding out, like, I don't know how old he is in this. I'm assuming he's in his 30s, I would say. But he's slowly finding out, like, I gotta be who I am, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, I spent part of my life trying to please my brother. Didn't work out. Then I moved forward and tried to do something to please Kim in joining Davis and Maine. I wasn't happy, and it didn't work out. And it just goes to show you, money and stuff don't make you happy. He had a nice ass apartment, nice ass car, everything he could want at work. He had money, you know what I mean? He got the big bonus and stuff. He was getting paid well, but he wasn't happy doing it, man. And that's what's so important for life, you know? And I feel like it's so tough, because school especially, you know, teaches young kids like 18 years old, 17 years old to have life figured out. And, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to go to college for 4, 8 years, 6 years, and go pursue this one thing that you don't even know if you're going to like you 17 years old, you just like, back then I thought I knew everything, bro. Like, I look back at my young self, you know, 17, even 18 years old, and I'm like, I didn't know shit. You know what I mean? And that's why so many people end up switching majors or changing what they're going to do and being in so much college debt, because once you get out there into the real world and studying certain things, you're like, maybe this isn't for me, but you're already 2 years into it and whatnot. But it's important to just do what makes you happy, man. Don't worry about, like, oh, what jobs, you know, what jobs provide the best pay, this or that. Like, find out what you really enjoy doing and find out how to make money doing it, because nowadays you can make money doing anything, man. With the internet and stuff, you can make money doing anything. You just need to figure out what you like to do, get good at it, and really pursue that, man. And I love that part of the show, how it's showing that from Jimmy, you know, because that's the thing too. It's like, all this is him being a lawyer, but there's different things within being a lawyer. You know what I mean? Practicing different types of law, doing things certain ways. Like, you see how much small stuff he had to change working at Davis and Maine. Even the way he typed up his papers, like double spacing after the period and stuff like that, the headers, you know, having certain stuff in bold and whatnot, versus doing it just the way he wants to do it and how he likes doing it, you know. But it's a fantastic show, fantastic episode. I feel I feel Jimmy will take, you know, Kim up on her offer because it'll get him out of this place too, get him in a little bit nicer of an office, and he'll still be able to practice law the way he wants, and they'll be able to spend more time together because they're going to be within the same building, you know, when they're working. But we'll have to wait till next week to find out. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.